YouTube! My name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter and welcome to an announcement video. It's that time of year, my friends. Amish in April is back for another year. I am here today to announce Amish in April for 2025. Amish in April was created by the amazing Elizabeth over at Lizzie Faye Loves Books. Link to her channel in the description box below. It was kind of sort of co-created by the two of us. I think it was mainly her, like she's like, hey, we should do a readathon about this, because both of us at the time were reading a number of Amish type books. And we decided to create a readathon around it. So this year, the readathon is going to run from April 18th through April 27th. I would love to do a live show at some point during that time period. I will reach out to Elizabeth. I know she's busier at the beginning of April, which is why it's running more towards the end of the month. So stay tuned. We will definitely let you know if there is going to be a live show. Because I think it would just be a lot of fun to do one, just to have us all be able to talk about what we're reading and things like that. So anyway, even though it's only running, like, the official dates, if you will, are the 18th through the 27th, we encourage you to read Amish books all month long, which is what I plan on doing as well. I'm not just sticking myself to those 10 days or however many days it is. I plan on reading Amish books all month long because I really do enjoy them. Now, if you are new to my channel and you're like, Amish books, I don't have any interest in reading anything Amish, just stay with me. Just stay with me. Listen to what I have to say. I might be able to change your mind. Maybe you're reading Amish books and you don't even realize that you are, because there's also a number of Amish adjacent books, as I like to call them. So yeah, the theme this year, we do a theme every year, and I'm pretty proud of this one because Elizabeth was like, hey, let's try and do something simple this year. And I'm like, I'm all about keeping it simple. And what is more simple than ABC 1, 2, 3? And I said that to her and I'm like, I don't know how we're going to run with that. And it's like, it's pretty easy though. Like, read books 1, 2, and 3 in a series, or read the first book in the series, the second book in a different series, and the third book in another series, or read books with titles that start with A, B, and C, It's as simple as that, I will share with you guys at the end of this video my very small official TBR. I'm going to try and read more Amish books than just what I'm going to share with you, but this is going to be my official TBR, and I'm going to show you how I'm fitting in the ABC 1, 2, 3 prompts. Now, you don't have to do the prompts to participate. Always say that. If you just read an Amish book in April, you have participated, and we thank you so much for your participation, We think it's awesome. It's awesome. If you're participating in this is such a niche readathon. That anybody participating in this just makes me super happy, and Elizabeth as well. So let's talk about Amish books, shall we? So there's a couple, there is a wide variety of Amish type books. If you are looking for the more traditional romances, very sweet Amish type romances, Elizabeth is the person you want to talk to. She reads those. That's her jam. That's her go-to. That's what she knows. She knows the author. She is familiar with those types of books. That is her go-to. I do. I don't read them the way, I don't read the ones that she does. The ones that I tend to gravitate towards in terms of the romance are the love-inspired novels from Harlequin. So every month, Love Inspired publishes at least 2 Amish books, and they've been doing this for years. So there's hundreds of these. A lot of different series, a lot of great authors. This is her Surprise Christmas Courtship by Emma Miller. This is one I just pulled at random off my shelf. But Emma Miller, Patricia Johns, Vanetta Chapman, she writes a lot of both books for Love Inspired as well as other books outside of the Love Inspired line. There are a ton of different authors that you can. Carrie Light, I think, is one. There's a lot. Just go and look and search. And a lot of these are also available on audio for my audiobook readers. So that's fantastic. So if you want the more traditional, very sweet Amish romance, and these are faith-based, so do keep that in mind. I mean, we are talking the Amish here, right? These are the ones you're going to want to gravitate towards. Now, on that end of the spectrum as well, if you want something with a little bit more suspense in it, but you still want that sweet kind of, faith-based romance, you want love-inspired suspense novels. So again, these are published through Harlequin, and again, they publish about 2 Amish titles every month out of the 6 suspense titles every month. At least 2 of them are Amish. This one I have here is Hiding in Plain Sight by Laura Scott. And yeah, I was so happy to get, this is a true large print edition, and these are fantastic. I picked these up at a thrift store. I got like a stack of them for like $1.50 a piece. It was such a find when I got them. But anyway, yeah, so if you want something a bit more suspenseful, these are where you're going to want to look. Now we're going to veer away from like these more traditional type Amish reads, what you might be thinking and like, oh, that's really not for me. There's also what I like to call Amish adjacent books. And I mentioned Patricia Johns. She does a series for the Harlequin Heartwarming line. I cannot remember the name of one of the books, and I've read one of them. Oh my goodness. I'll pop a cover of it up here. But in these ones, our main characters are not Amish, but it takes place in an Amish community. So there are Amish characters in the story, but they're not the main characters. And I would still consider those to be Amish books that you're reading for Amish in April. And if that's what you want to read, that might be your way to go. Amish adjacent, as I said. Again, if you want the more suspenseful, there's an author by the name of Marta Perry. She is fantastic. She does a series called Brotherhood of the Raven. I'll pop the first cover of the first book up here. And these are also Amish adjacent, where there's murders taking place in Amish country, and the people investigating it are not Amish. So again, our main characters are not Amish themselves, but it takes place in an Amish community. So again, I count it, it's Amish adjacent. So those are some of those. Now, another way you can go are cozy mysteries. There are a bunch of cozy mysteries that take place that are either the main characters are Amish or it takes place in Amish country. So there is one, again, I think it's by Vanetta Chapman. And I'll pop a cover of it up here of the first book. I've read this series and I loved it. I thought it was delightful. And it takes place all within this small little Amish community, but all of the main characters are Amish, and it's delightful. It's a great cozy mystery series. Another fan favorite, if you're a cozy mystery reader, is the Amish Candy Shop series by Amanda Flower. The first book is called A Salted Caramel, and I love this series. Again, this is one, though, I would call more Amish adjacent because our main character is not Amish, but she works in an Amish candy shop. Her grandmother's Amish, the whole thing. And of course it takes place in an Amish community. There is a secondary series called The Amish Matchmaker, which is also a cozy mystery series, but be forewarned that that series starts at a certain point within the candy shop series, and the two are interconnected because they take place in the same town, and the characters kind of like move back and forth throughout the books. So don't start the Amish Matchmaker until I don't know, maybe check the publication order until, you know what I mean? I don't want you spoiled for something in the Amish candy shop, basically, is what I'm trying to tell you. There's another series, actually, by the same author, by Amanda Flower, but under a pen name, which is Isabella Allen, called Murder Plain and Simple. This is an Amish quilt shop mystery, and again, I have not read this one, but our main character is not Amish, but it takes place in an Amish town. So this would count for that as well. There's another series by Laura Bradford. I think the first one is called Hearse and Buggy, and that one is an Amish series as well. Now, if you want to go even darker than that, if you are more of a thriller reader or a more police procedural type reader, check out the Kate Burkholder series by Linda Castillo. The first book is called Sworn to Silence, and this is one of my favorite series. I've only read like the first 4 books. I need to read these. I need to read through this entire series. There's something like, we're up to almost book 20 at this point, I think. And this is about our main character named Kate Burkholder, who is she grew up Amish. She left the community, left the church, and ended up becoming a sheriff. And she's now, is it the sheriff? Not the sheriff. She's the chief of police for this small town called Painters Mill in Ohio, which is an Amish community. So again, these are more Amish adjacent because our main character is not Amish, but it takes place in an Amish community. These get dark. These get dark. These get gritty. These are not for the faint of heart. I'm putting the warning out there now. But I love them because they're fantastic. And for my audiobook readers, you need to read these on audio. The narration by Kate McKinley. I'll put the narrator's name right here. I think I'm saying it wrong. She is amazing. She is Kate Burkholder, as far as I'm concerned. I have heard her narrate other things, and I'm like, no, that's not, no. She is Kate Burkholder. You know what I mean? So yeah. So what am I reading? I've already mentioned all 3 books that I'm reading in this video, but let's go through them. So first of all, I do plan on reading Murder Plain and Simple. I borrowed this from the library. So yeah, this is going to be my A prompt for for Isabella Allen. So this is my prompt for A. And then I plan on reading Hearse and Buggy by Laura Bradford, which is my B. See how I did that there? And my C is going to be Sworn to Silence by Linda Castillo, which is the C prompt. Now, how am I fitting in 1, 2, 3? I got a little creative with this, okay? So, for one, all 3 of those books that I just mentioned, Murder Plain and Simple, Hearse and Buggy, and Sworn to Silence, are all book 1 in a series, in individual series. So that's my 1. My 2 is 2 of those books, Murder Plain and Simple and Hearse and Buggy, are 2 cozy mysteries. So I'm reading 2 cozy mysteries. And for my number 3, I'm reading 3 books. I have 3 books picked. So that's how I fit my 1, 2, and 3 in. I'm telling you, be as creative as you want to with these prompts, you guys, if you want to do the prompts at all. But anyway, my friends, that is all that I have for the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I do actually plan in a few weeks, in early April, to do a video on category romance, so the Love Inspired. Oh my goodness, I suddenly got the hiccups. So the Love Inspired books, I do plan on doing a video on recommendations for both the Love Inspired and the Love Inspired Suspense Amish books. So if you guys are looking for recommendations, it will be ahead of when Amish in April starts. So you guys, I hope you will check that out. And yeah, until my next video, if you do have any questions, please post them below. And until my next video, everybody, take care and happy reading. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye, guys.